Hey everybody, Chance Priest back for some more Priest Toy Safari episode 12. And so we just went through one little tub in 11 real quickie. Like I say, I'm going to try to, tighten these videos up, make them look a little quicker. And remember, you see something you like, ask me about it. Could be for trade or sale. I like to trade better than I like to sell because you don't like to. It feels like I'm just getting rid of it for nothing because I put that money into a dang bill and then makes me sick. Anyway, so I grabbed a couple tubs. I mean, I just kind of peeked in the side of them. They look pretty good. That first one was pretty cool. Knockoff figures. I mean, I see all kinds of stuff in this, so I don't know what it's going to be. But anyway, we'll just crank it up. Got my youngest boy playing ball tonight, and we got to drive a long way to go see it. So, real excited about that. And ain't excited about them old long drives. Let's just go get toys. Anyway, I don't know. I think I told y'all. I don't know if I told y'all or not. And I hope that son of a buck is watching, because man, whew. My oldest boy, who's 19, and he's a toy king in his own right, y'all. Maverick Priest. Y'all probably know it. If anybody's into Funko out there, the high dollar stuff, he's Freddy Funko 1. He's like a big cheese in the Funko world, in the Freddy Funko world. Anyway, so we get a hold of this guy, on Facebook, and my son did it. This is before I was even on Facebook. So he gets hold of this guy, and this guy says, "Oh man, incredible collection." Sends us pictures of freaking rare stuff, even stuff like I not just stuff to resell, but stuff that I just I drool over. Stuff from Spain and from Italy, a lot of stuff from Italy. And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" He said, "Hey, the whole garage full, $10,000, come get it." Oh man, we were like, "Oh hell yes!" But he was in Lansing, Michigan, which is about 18 hours from here. So anyway, I mean, we were looking at this giant garage full of toys. And of course, the guy, it was odd. He didn't take cashier's checks, cash only. Which, I mean, traveling with $10,000 cash, that ain't the most comfortable thing in the world. Going all the way across the United States. So we get all together. I have a big trailer. We latch onto a 20-foot trailer. We pull that thing for 2 days. No sleep, just rolling all the way to Lansing. We get up there, and we get to the guy's house at 6 in the evening, and we go in there, we look at his stuff, and nothing that we agreed on was there. Nothing. So he says, "Well, I want to do a deal on this stuff first." I said, "No, we agreed, like 10 grand. We'd been there for like 30 minutes, and we're like, so we agreed for 10 grand for this whole thing." And he says, "Well, I'm not going to do that anymore." Well, the me of 10 years ago, I'd be in prison for murder in Lansing, Michigan. Or at least a savage beating. So my son, he gets really ticked, and I calm him down. So I say, well, let me go try to save the trip. So I went in there, ended up buying some stuff from the guy. It took like 2 to 3 hours, and it was just a drag. But anyway, the next morning, we met a whole bunch of people in Lansing that were super friendly, and we bought really good. They had a flea market. It's weird. It's on Easter morning. I never even seen a flea market open on Easter morning. But it was covered up with people. So we went over there, we bought real good, met a bunch of people that we've later bought more stuff from. It was really cool. But anyway, so I just, God dang, man, I'm trying to show y'all toys. Okay, so anyway, this is a Bugmen of Insecta. See, I remember that because I really think these are great. I mean, okay, you might say, well, them look real cheap, No, this is artistic right here. Look at this creativity they used in all. There's no figure really made like that ever, except Bugmen and Insecta, and they were just like a Woolsworth. I don't know, 5 and dime. I know that would they have Kresge's and depending on what part of the country you're from. I grew up with a 5 and dime. Any of y'all Dallas area guys and gals, Emmy Moses. Whew. Man, I mean, it brings back like they're closed down now, but when I just see it's like a sign on like an old photograph or something, I mean, it's like home, you know. I mean, because back in the day, them old 5 and dimes, they didn't get rid of toys. I remember coming to Dallas in the summer of '86 or '7, and my granny and papa, they lived in Dallas, and we lived in San Antonio at the time. My dad moved all over, but anyway, Granny was a doll collector. She brought me up in collecting. So, big time doll collector. She went to shows and everything. That's why, I thought everybody lived to go and collect stuff. And, from the time I was little, I'd go to people's houses. I said, where's your collection? What do you collect? And they were like, what? Nothing. I'd be like, weirdo. So, anyway, I grew up, of course, toys were my thing. And she dabbled in toys and stuff. But in like 86 or 87, we drove to all of Emmy Moses in Dallas. And I think she had sold a piece of land or something. She had a little extra money. They were never rich or anything, but she'd spend it on us boys. My older brother, I got a brother who's 4 years older than me, and he wasn't a big toy guy. But anyway, so we went to all of Emmy Moses, like in Dallas, and I was buying Migos, carded Migos, G1 Transformers. I'm talking tons of them. I bet you that summer she spent $2,000 on me. I kid you not, it was just crazy. I had totes and totes I had to take back home because it was, and like I say, I think it was 87. Yeah, I think it was 87. It was insane because it was right when I started really dealing. Really dealing in toys more. We'd go to shows and stuff a lot more frequently. And man, I stocked up. It was. Not just, I can't even remember. I remember going into one, I got a whole set of Mego. I guess they were Mego. I don't know. Farrah Fawcett. Charlie's Angels. And it's just like, I'm just throwing it out there. We went into one and they had a whole ton of Hulks, Mego Hulks. Of course, back then they weren't worth all that much money, but it was old, so we piled up. They even had some old cap guns that were like from the late 60s. So I love those old Emmy Moses. Any of y'all out there remember Emmy Moses 5 and dime? If y'all know where a sign is for sale, a big sign, I will buy that, dude. Or, scrub your dishes for years or whatever it takes. Okay, back on this stuff. Man, I try to go quick and it happens to me every dang time. Well, heck, I don't have to. Y'all know what that is. That's a, I love these guys. Fantasy. Dragon Riders of the Sticks. There you go. I'm going to show you how weird this tub is. Oh, man. I think these, yeah, ultra rare. Okay, here's ultra rare. Kaiju people, alert. Man, this is the very first, am I going crazy? Yep. The old Gamera. The Marathon. These are, everybody's, oh, that's a fake one. That's a repro because they're so rare. You damn near have to have these certified. Well, I can tell you what, certified fresh. It's original. And there is his arch nemesis, Gaios Marathon. And we talk rare toys. Guys in Japan will tell you, impossible to find. Very, very, very rare and real expensive when you do. I bought these years ago. Years and years. I've had those. I bet you I've had those 20 years. And people, oh, they're totally authentic. But anyway, this deal here, I couldn't even tell you. Brooder. I never even heard of that company, but check that out. It's like a spaceship, but got the old. I could do that all day long. I'm easily pleased, I guess. Okay. Oh, got more. This tells me I've got a lot of these Dragon Riders of the Sticks figures. There's Captain Batwings. This guy's super cool. Somewhere in one of these cases, there's a dude. I think he used to do a bunch of like customs on eBay, and he did custom Dragon Riders of the Sticks, but like he built them out of, I don't know, like a 6-inch figure. Oh, I guess it's when Master Universe, the classics, first came out, and he would build on top of them. And I've got a bunch of these Dragon Riders and Styx customs. They're best. We'll come across that tub one day. There's, I can't remember any of these guys' names, but they're freaking awesome. You know, of course, I have the name problem, but I know them. You know, I could tell you. You know, I know that figure. I just can't tell you the exact name. Another one. There's another knight. He just doesn't have his shield. Anyway, I love those guys. I've got, and I know already. I know of a box I have with like the whole set loose, mint, or near mint, but the whole set loose. God, which one to do first? Woo, I don't know. Hello. Tin Litho, Barum 1 car. Kind of friction-y. I don't know, clicker action. Look how clean that sucker is. Yep. That's just pure beauty right there. I don't know what it is about these characters in a car or in a, you know, stuck in something. I guess it goes back to when I first, like, Star Wars first came out, and I had the, you know, you'd stick the Stormtrooper down into the dewback. Love that, man. I mean, just the way that joined the and who'd even thought of that? You know, like, let's just open him up with a trap door. You know, I mean, anybody would have thought, well, we're going to make a special one that goes over the top, but that stuff's classic. You know, I mean, it's just ingenuity. Anyway, this Barum 1 car is, you know, well, they're rare. Boy, they're rare in that shape because that thing looks like it came out of a box. I wouldn't doubt if I don't have the box for it. Because look, I mean, sticker and all. And I just, like, collapsed it to where it wouldn't get hurt, you know. Because a tin litho's so heavy, you know, when you pack something, it messes it up. Now, this is super rare, y'all. Super rare. And I know there's people out there going to watch this that, I mean, there's guys that go back a long time in this business that have contacted me. I mean, there's, like, really old guys, Boschert, and guys like that I mean, I used to deal with back in the 90s, mid-90s, early 90s, you know. Sold them all my collection cheap. They, you know, beat me. No, but he's a good guy. But anyway, but remember all this stuff, and you know, I mean, it's like so hard to get. And even now, I mean, you can get it if you got a couple grand for that, 1,500 for that, and you won't buy it. But I mean, basically, I'm finding it down in boxes, so that's pretty dang cool to me. But look at that. Whoa! My God Almighty. I'm gonna tell you something, people. That's toy art right there. And I'm not even a tin litho guy. But look at that character face. Man, I hope y'all are seeing this. I hope I'm not raising it too high. I still ain't got to hang all this stuff. Look at that. Look, monsters on the tail fin. Freaking Spectrum-Man head inside. You know? And it's... I think that's hard plastic. I don't think that's vinyl. I love hard plastic because if it could break real easy and it's still intact, it makes it that much more cool. You know, vinyl, I mean, sometimes it gets flattened and cracked, but it stays together pretty good. Look at that. The big monkey. Oh, my God. That thing, man, that's... That's off the rails. And it is in primo shape because, you know, any kid gonna... You know, drag that sucker down to the bottom, rub them tires off. It's bent. It's never been used. It's old stock. You know, I think it had a little bitty windshield in there or something. But, I mean, that's standalone, man. I mean, that's toy art right there. That's the stuff. And what's so wonderful is they were just making toys. You know, they were just like, man, we're just making a toy to sell. Let's make it bright and colorful for the kiddies. And let's hope it sells real good because this TV show's doing pretty good. Of course, in Japan, every 6 months they scrapped a TV show and brought on a new one, you know, and then they had a dozen going at one time. But I still don't get that. Like, why didn't you continue a series? But, you know, they knew what they were doing. Anyway, I mean, that's what makes it so great is the guy was just making the best looking toy he knew how. And I know this model's been this Model 10, it's been used on different stuff before, but to find those Spectrum-Man ones like that, it's rare. It's rare. So anyway, that's a little bitty tub because I didn't know it had two big old blockbuster deals in it. I saw the tail end of one. I knew we were going to get a good one. But I didn't know we didn't have any more figures than that. But my Yawg poster's cool, right? That's a monster. That thing goes to the floor. That's like a 6 foot, 5.5 foot poster. That's pretty dang awesome. Anyway, I got y'all. I know I keep saying this, but I got into like I'm totally not looking anymore. I mean, I'm just totally like looking in the box. I got stacks of tubs over here and over here to do for y'all. They're nuts. I mean really nuts like that. My heart's fluttering thinking about it. Really killer stuff. I mean, whew, like, you know, wear diapers when you watch it. So anyway, we're going to do those. I'm going to try to get to them as soon as I can, but I might do one tomorrow. I don't know. You know, got to work. Saturday for sure. I'll do some. Big football game tomorrow night. Anyway, my middle son, stud ball. Anyway, so we'll get to all this stuff. And like I say, we're not going to do my favorite toy. Again, I just said that on the last one in case you watched this first. We're going to do my favorite toy on like a segment of like where I really get to talk about it more, you know? So anyway, I've already overran on this one because I'm trying to be short. Okay, thank y'all, and I will see y'all very soon.